Dr. Rajesh Gupta, who writes in from Kulu in Himachal, he tells us he's a 45-year-old floriculture scientist who has an 8-year-old daughter and lives with his wife. Now, he has a monthly income of 90,000 rupees and his wife makes an additional 25,000 rupees. Dr. Gupta is on the phone line with us right now. Tell us, what are your goals right now and what are your concerns?
My goals are, since I am a cancer patient, my life and goals both are in turbulence. But even then, I have some following goals in my mind. Education of my daughter, marriage of daughter, sufficient funds for my family so that they could live a decent life after my death, regular income for my family.
Well, Dr. Gupta, I'm going to first ask you a couple of questions, if you don't mind. I want to first ask you what your health insurance is like right now, and is your, your treatment being covered by health insurance? Is that a problem that you're having, or has that already been looked after?
Since I am a government employee, I am covered. My health insurance is covered by my employer, and I get fully reimbursed for my treatment and for my family also.
That's a good thing, and we're glad to hear about that, and our support is with you completely, and you're making a very brave decision to have gotten in touch with us for help with your finances. Dhirendra, I think the next thing we need to look at is his life cover. Obviously, at this point, it's going to be a little difficult for him to get a fresh term cover. But Dr. Rajesh, take us through your life insurance at this point. What sort of life insurance do you have?
LIC, 1 lakh rupees, GISS, 2 lakh rupees, and term insurance of rupees 10 lakh rupees.
All right, and we're going to go over the rest of your investments. From what you sent us, you have 9 lakh rupees in stocks, about 36 lakh rupees in your Provident Fund and 7 lakh rupees in your public Provident Fund, apart from other mutual fund investments right now. Tell us what sort of fresh contributions you can make for the time being.
Since I have less time with me, I want to make some investments which can grow with leaps and bounds for my family. So I have decided to invest in mutual funds.
All right, on that, I'm going to bring in Dhirendra Kumar. Dhirendra, you've heard the case right now. So he wants to invest something that will give him strong returns. Now, given the entire case, what would you recommend he does? First of all, let's start with the money that's in stocks, PF and PPF. Now, both of the PF and the PPF will just go to the first nominee if that is the case. But what would you like him to do with the 9 lakh rupees invested in stocks?
Before getting on to any investment, it is very important that how these investments are organized. One is that have a very clear demat account jointly with your wife, so that nobody has to get into the hassle of getting ownership of this. Likewise, for mutual fund, have the person whom you would like these these investments to be passed on. They should be the second holder along with a nominee. These 7 funds combined together, I think they are excellent. They are just the kind of fund which you should be having. They have the flexibility built into them, and none of these funds have a very narrow objective except for Magnum emerging business. But that I also don't rule out. You should have 1 or 2 funds. You should have about 10-15% into something which is more aggressive, and particularly the kind of time frame that you have, and you want these investments to grow rapidly.